His enclosure, so we either end the show or you guys could check under the benches or something. Yeah, I think you guys gotta check. He likes the benches, I promise. Yeah, you guys to check. You guys to check down there or something. Come on. Oh my god! Just kidding, guys. Does anybody have it back here? You guys have it over here? Are you sure you don't have it? Maybe he's over here. There he is. Hi, Fluffy. Alright. Hello. Everybody say hi, Fluffy. Now, what type of animal is this? It is. It is an American alligator. The reason why I have to say American is because there is two types of alligators in the world. One in the United States and one in China. The Chinese alligator full grown is about this size right here, and there's about 200 left in the wild. They're almost extinct. With the American, we have about 5 million in Florida alone. Now that number wasn't always 5 million. Back in the 1940s, these guys too were almost extinct. They were almost hunted to extinction. Now, people started farming these guys so that hunters didn't make as much money and people didn't want to hunt them as much. Now people usually get most of their alligator meat and leather from alligator farms instead of wild alligators. So once the hunters stopped hunting them in the wild, they brought the numbers back up to where they are today. Now we know he's an alligator and not a crocodile, usually because of the snout. The snout of the alligator is very round and broad. The reason for that is because they like to eat round, hard, larger prey items for the most part that are found in lakes. Now crocodiles have a slender, thin snout because they like real large animals like zebras and large things like that. Now, these guys can still eat larger prey items, but they prefer the things like snails and turtles. Whenever these guys grab a turtle by its shell with that perfect round snout, they put over 2,000 psi of pressure. 2,000 psi of pressure is the same amount of pressure we use to crush a car. So in that process, they'll end up breaking their own teeth. Once they break their own teeth, they can regrow them back within a couple of weeks, and they can regrow their teeth over 3,000 times in a lifetime. In other words, they'll never run out of teeth. These guys also, we do need that. So these guys also have these things right here called scutes or osteoderms. All of these bumps right here, they're pretty much like armor. If another alligator comes around, tries to bite them with 2,000 psi of pressure, these guys won't allow the alligator's teeth to go completely through. Now these osteoderms in a full-grown alligator, like Crusher over there, would be about this big right here. They're very, very strong. So strong that sometimes hunters would say that they'll try and shoot an alligator and the alligator swims away like nothing happened because those scutes sometimes are capable of stopping bullets from going completely through. So it is very important for these guys to have that. Now alligators hatch at about this big right here, right? Let's say you guys grab it. Who's coming to defend it? Who's coming to defend it if you grab a baby alligator? The mom's coming to defend it, right? But the baby's going to make a call to call their mom. You guys want to hear what that sounds like? Yeah. No. All right. Let's see if I can do it without getting smacked again. Mama, help! Just kidding. Just kidding, guys. It sounds like this. Oh, 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 oh. And not only the mom comes around to defend it, but any female in that pond, whether it's her mom, whether it's its baby or not, is coming to defend that baby. So first of all, it is illegal to grab alligators in the wild. Second of all, you have a whole army of alligators to worry about, so leave those babies alone. Now the mom takes care of them for about 2 to 3 years. Once they become too big, like Fluffy here, they end up getting kicked out. The babies that want to stay with the mom though, she ends up eating them. So kids, once you guys finish school, leave the house, okay? You're gonna eat you too. No, just kidding, guys. Just kidding. With that being said, whenever you guys see alligators in the wild, again, do not grab them. And if you get too close, hear that sound. The mom's coming to defend that baby. Whenever you guys see alligators this size right here moving around, they're just trying to find new habitats, and they're gonna be moving around a lot more. Now, last thing I have is do not feed alligators in the wild. You make them very, very dangerous. By nature, by instinct, alligators are terrified of humans. Native Americans were eating these guys left and right. So they keep their distance. They understand we're a predator. Once you feed them, you're going to bring them closer and closer, and you're going to reward them for that behavior. At that point, they're going to get extremely close. Now, they don't know what a fridge is, right? Let's say, for example, I have a hot dog, and that's what I'm feeding them. They don't know you have a fridge full of hot dogs. All they see is hot dogs coming out of your hands, right? they probably think you're ripping your fingers off and feeding it to them. At that point, you stop being a human being, you become a hot dog to the alligator. So guess what happens when you come in without food? He's gonna grab you instead. He's gonna grab you with 2,000 psi of pressure, same amount of pressure we used to crush a car. He can take a leg, an arm, or a life at that point. And it doesn't have to be you. Somebody else can come around with a child or a dog, and they can also get hurt. Or let's say the alligator does not grab anyone. The alligator just swims close to someone. That someone could call a trapper, and the alligator itself ends up being put down. So feeding alligators in the wild does not help these guys in the wild. It pretty much ends up very, very bad. So do not feed alligators in the wild. If you guys want to feed them, come back to Wild Florida. It only costs an arm or a leg. How about that? How about that? Now give it up for Fluffy. Yay.